other class was kind of like a applying the theory that I said about receiving the messages on the card and how to read them together. Okay, so in the beginning, as usual, I want to do an intro, like say more tips and more advice and more things just for beginners. And remember, I'm teaching you because I was like, I received one comment was just really stupid, so I just reported it and removed it. I tend to block people if they're just dumb or saying it's dumb shit, because sometimes like someone come to me like, how can you bring, like, you know, the lesson 3, or she was like, how can you say a message like from this card just like that? It's like this is the thing, I'm teaching people here, especially my subscribers, how to read tarot like a psychic, not reading a tarot like a fucking narcissist, a fucking fake reader who just brought tarot and be like, I'm gonna read the meaning. So you know, like, then I don't want you to get into those readings and be like reading the card like, oh, this could be that, and then when someone leaves your reading, be like confused, they didn't even receive the message. So I'm teaching you exactly how to read and how to build some kind of connection with spirit, and then in addition to the card. So the first step I want to tell you is to use your psychic abilities. Remember, if you want to read tarot, works on yourself, work on your psychic abilities, work on hearing spirit. As I said and I mentioned in the other lessons, tarot decks are only here to guide you whenever you're confused and there's a lot of sounds inside you and a lot of things like your ego, like you know, I told you and explained all the colors about other spirit, like other spirit, and sometimes it's your thought, and then you get confused because the deck and the tarot deck is kind of the thing that it brings only one energy, and spirit energy is not bringing any kind of demon energy, it's not bringing someone else's energy. That's like the deck is never lying, because whatever you do with your body, your soul, and whenever you put a sign, the sign is only from spirit. So the signs that we, and to explain that in the beginning, like I want to explain it because of the signs and that we have here in the universe, and things that we touch in the universe here that we touch, only spirit can do and show us things, because you cannot see a demon doing things unless we use black magic or something to make an energy field in this existing universe on earth to make that demon do things or do something like that. So the things like you see black magic and things like that, only spirit can talk and communicate with things around us and give us sign, and also you as a spirit, as your soul, can bring the messages. So when you put the card, it's only to guide you whenever your thought are all over the place. So do not rely on the card. First, rely on yourself. But if you feel like you got confused and you got a yes and a no and a things, and you feel like you hear a lot of things, because your soul can hear a lot of things, also can hear demons, and you need to control that and protect yourself and energy. Also, sometimes other people and other vibration can affect you. And some people, like when you do reading and you start doing more readings, this is what I want to stress, this is what I want you to practice. The more readings that you do, the more things that you can hear, the more things that you can feel, the more uncomfortable feelings that you can feel, especially if you're going to be doing readings for other people. So you have other people who got other spirit around them, they got some deceased loved one, got people, sometimes people and deceased loved one use you, kind of tend to use you to channel some kind of message that they want to receive. And somehow it's also the same thing, like when someone's taking advantage of you. So I'm teaching you how to do that first before using the cards, because I do not want you to get overwhelmed by energy, and I want you to understand the energy. So I want you to receive the messages from spirit more clear. So before putting the cards in front of you, today we're just gonna be doing 3 cards. I want you, as I explained, to just take one card and ask a question and put it in front of you, give the messages, talk to spirit, and use the cards only when you get confused. So in this lesson 4, is gonna be a little bit more harder, because I'm gonna be teaching you how to use tarot. But tarot, as I said, this is what I explained, tarot is just a tool. So I want you to get the messages before you put the cards. So I want you to ask the questions, get the answer from spirit, try to understand it. But if you feel overwhelmed and you got different messages, then use the card. And the card kind of gonna be in kind of making, highlighting the lights, like you have different lights and colors. So this is the thing that I want you to practice today. Some people told me that it helped the last time. So get the message fully, do not write words. So if you feel like this lesson is a bit hard for you, just go to the other lesson. So just get the message fully from spirit, and like ask a question and get the message fully. Try to listen to the message fully, and do not get overwhelmed. Do not feel like maybe this is wrong, feels wrong. No, get the message. And even if you feel like you got different messages, you got your message, you got your thought, and you got spirit, and then you got something else, write all the messages down. Write the messages down, or you can record yourself if you want to, or just keep it in their mind if you can't keep them. And then, like, you're now confused, then you can lay the card. Just later on ask the same question after getting the messages, and lay the card down and see the cards. So when you see the cards, you're gonna be like, you're gonna understand what the sound of spirit. So the last time I used light blue for spirit, you're gonna be highlighting the sound of spirit. Like, you're gonna highlight the sound of spirit, and you're gonna understand more. So you need to practice energy. Being a psychic, it means that you read energy, and you need to understand what kind of energy is around you. So using colors is actually much easier for you if you want to. If you're using colors, it's like the way that you want to see it. Imagine that you see those faces as colors, or imagine as seeing them as faces. So whatever works for you, to know that this is a soul like you. This feels like someone's dead. This feels like a demon. This feels like more like a channel energy from someone existing around me. This message is coming from someone telepathically. This message is coming from spirit. You understand? So now, after doing this practice without asking the question and putting the card, then you can understand, like, oh my god, I know I wrote 3 messages in my notebook, for example. You write them down, and this card is kind of like making sense of this sound, which is spirit, more sense. So then you're gonna be asking the question and like practicing what it feels, what kind of energy feels like that. So when you get the message, whenever you hear a message coming to you and you channel it more and more, try to put a color on that message. Try to put that feeling, whatever you feel from that source that giving you the message. Try to put a face, a color, a kind of feeling, because then you're gonna understand. Then later on, you're gonna understand from where. So I'm trying to teach you how to be a psychic, people. First, before being a tarot reader, you need to practice energy. You need to do all that. It's easy to put cards down and read them, but it's gonna be confusing, and you're not gonna get that accurate messages, and you're just gonna be reading tarot like you're reading it from a book, like just like that, like reading it from a book here, and you're gonna be saying different messages to people. It's easy to say different messages to people, like this can mean that, can mean that, can mean that, can mean that. Anybody can lay a card and read it from the book and make guessing of 3 or 4 words. But if you want to channel the full messages, try to do that at first, okay? So now let's just start with this card first. We got the Knight of Wands. I want to teach you also something for beginners, just like a simple things. Yeah, just a simple thing I want to teach you, like a little bit, if you're just using the cards right now and you kind of got overwhelmed and confused. So we got the Knight of Wands, for example, and you got this tiny book that they gave you, and just go and look for the Knight of Wands, for example, and you just practice it. You practice it. Are you overwhelmed by the cards and you just don't know, and it's confusing, and whatever I say to you is kind of confusing still? So you go to the wands here section, and we got the Knight of Wands. Okay, I'm gonna be teaching you a little bit a tiny method that just for a starter, if you don't feel like you cannot, if like you're overwhelmed, you don't even know what intuition is or what spirit is or whatever like that. So we got here the Knight of Wands, like you can read, and different books are even different than that. So like you have sometimes some books where like so easy like to read or much better. So in this book, like there's like only an essay. They wrote an essay, not words. Some places they write words, but there's reverse and there's all that. So it's like you can read them. If you're confused, you can read them, and you can just like if you write the words that you find them here, or write the words of the meaning that you think that this card is. And also, do not rely on one book. Like it doesn't matter. So sometimes people say like on this deck there's a different message, or the tarot, the lady or the man who made the tarot deck is like wrote a different message. This is what I said. Like anything, anybody can put energy on it and tell something, that you're gonna feel the energy. So to practice feeling the energy, it's exactly like my paintings. If you follow my Instagram, it's like you can feel people energy, whatever energy they put there. So it's really good to get also different messages, so it doesn't matter. So if you feel like this card can mean like for you, you can put a different message on it. You can put those messages and also feel something different for you from spirit. You can also write that down. So practice looking at the card and feel like what you feel from the card. So if it feels like that, so every time spirit gonna communicate to you, they're gonna tell you that exact message from the card. Okay, So but if you're like confused, like not confuse you, just write the words down here. There's a more sentence, not word. There's reverse. The reverse usually it doesn't have to be reverse. You know, a lot of tarot readers they don't read it reverse, but some people read it reverse. It doesn't matter. The reverse is the negative, the negative of the card. So you can look at a card and feel if it's negative or positive without looking at it if it's reversed. This is my opinion. You can do whatever you want and then choose like the word. Just guess, make a guess, like just randomly write the words and just make a guess, or do a shuffle of the words if you feel like this is you just started. This is a very basic for someone. Just like start and feel like, oh, this card mean, like for me, like for example, you look at it, it means there's like no much translation on this one, but for up on journey, armed with a short ones, like there's no much like literally. Here absence, change, like oh my god, change, like change, it means change. Anyway, so this is like a tiny practice that you can do, that you can choose like 1 word or 3 words from the book that you have and be like, okay, this time when I put the card, I feel like spirit want me to use this word. It's kind of like spirit gonna be helping you also to send you, to guide you, and to make you practice. So whenever you use the energy, spirit gonna be trying also to come near you and help you like to see signs. They're gonna help you. If you cannot like hear them, they're gonna help you to make you see signs, other things, and make you remember stories also from your past, or stories that popping in your head, or make you remember something random or something like that. They're gonna help you. If you cannot hear them, they're gonna help you with the simplest things, as remembering things, or remembering a story, or looking at things randomly, or a phone popping or something like that. So do not be intimidated of like not understanding the card, because spirit gonna work with you to make you understand their voice, and with time it's gonna be more clearer, that you don't even feel like you don't even need to think about it, or like what spirit sound. You're gonna know this is spirit, and you're gonna know if you hear any other energy. Just gonna be more clearer, like you're gonna feel like spirit are just like people around you, something like that. So just let's start with this first card, like what it means for me. And yeah, that was like a long intro, but I tried to explain something for people. So the Knight of Wands, as we explained, wands always means like fire signs or actions. Wands are actions, always actions, and fire signs, or someone taking action on the tarot like that. So the wands and the knights, like always knights, you're reckless. Like we said, knights are always reckless, always like fast, always not mature, always like trying to do things really fast without thinking or jumping on things. Sometimes it can mean something negative when someone is so like that. Like it can be like someone is naive, and sometimes it can be someone is like not mature. But other times it means that this person got strength. Yeah. So it depends like what you feel. So sometimes it feels like if someone's taking action really fast without being scared, it can be like this person is really strong. So just follow your intuition. I'm trying to teach you how to read from one card, not putting a lot of cards at first. But if you feel like you need another card, you can, but try to not clarify it with a lot of cards, if it makes sense. Like for asking for clarification, it's okay, but try to do that. It's gonna be good for you, trust me. Even if you feel frustrated, it's gonna be good for you, because with time you're gonna feel like spirit are more clear. So knight means action, and means fast action, and you can look at this person also, the horse is jumping, like this person is about to jump or do something. It can mean the negative side of it, as I said, it means this person is reckless. The positive side of it, that this person look kind of experienced. Nobody can drive a horse like yeah, here we drive a car, or like the car represent, for example, the horse before represents change or a movement from a place to a place, or taking action. So the car is also represent a movement, like if you're gonna change, your life is about to change, a movement or a change of event or something like that, or this person trying to change. So it's also written there change, yeah, on the paper. So it represents change. So you can actually get whatever messages from here just by yourself. You don't have to look at the book. You can feel the energy that whatever put in here. And tarot deck has been here for the universe, so the energy's been there like from like I don't know, from a long time. Like also it's like very connected. Everybody read tarot, so it's like a painting that you paint, then you have some energy and you can feel it. Anyway, so it means change. The horse means change, but you can see that this person is experienced, because nobody can ride a horse like that or jump on a horse like that unless they have a lot of experience. So this is like the positive side of it, like if it was not reversed, for example, or sometimes also it can be negative while it's like that. So you just follow your intuition. Also, you can see, if you look at the knight, you can see that this person also is very healthy, because they look young and they look healthy. And also if it's sexual, it means that this person is very strong or have a lot of sexual drive, because this person also is obviously having a lot of sexual drive. But also what you can see, that this person is very very in control of their dick or their pussy, for example, because you can see like this person's almost like the horse is jumping, but this person is like their feet on this person's feet is only it's like on the ground. Basically they can kind of walk. It's like they're not jumping while the horse is jumping. It's almost like that. So this person is in control. Also it can be like this person is having a sexual drive, but also can mean also that they're in control of their sexual desire and they want to only take action towards you. They don't feel like fucking other people. So you can get different messages from one side. Also this person is not very emotional, so they could be driven by a energy that they feel like a passion or something like that, because you do not see any water on this picture. But it can be like because they feel like emotional towards you. But let's just say, for example, this person could just got out of an emotional state, or they're not thinking about their emotions, so there's no water, so they're not thinking about the feeling or the consequence of this action or your emotion or something like that. So they're not thinking about that side of emotion, because you don't see any water here. Water represents emotion, so this person is not thinking about emotion. They're thinking about what they want to do, so they're not considering their emotion or your emotion, or for example if it's negative. Also what we can see here, that this person could also be scared, because to me it looks like this person look kind of scared. If you look at their face, I feel like this card also means fear. So sometimes this person can take action. This is a card I'm channeling. Actually, like when I tell you the messages, I'm channeling the messages from the card, and I'm just reading the card also with spirit, like what exactly all the messages or all the channeled messages that's there from the universe that people put on the card. I'm just telling you all those words. So you, whatever words and things that you feel like you're comfortable about the meaning, just write them down on a piece of paper. Write the name of the card and write them down if you feel, or write just a few words that I say. So I'm just channeling messages from spirit. Also this person looks kind of scared. Like if you look at this person, is kind of looking scared or a little bit intimidated by something. So this person could be jealous or intimidated by someone that you got. Also this person could take this action in a place of fear, because you look at this person's face, they also taking action, but they're looking at the horse like they are just scared and also shocked of something. Like you can look at their face. So also intimidation. So this person could like be intimidated by something, or intimidated if you have a third party situation that this person doesn't want to lose you, so they could take an action before they're actually ready. So the Knight means that they're not ready, but not all of the time that means like it's negative. Also if you look at this person, for me this person kind of looks stupid because of the thing that above their head. So I feel like this person may literally not think about their action, but this person look kind of stupid. Also if it's the negative side, if you're using reverse or something like that, this person literally could be really stupid, or could be like not mature enough, or it could be also young. But something about this person, idiocy. So this person could just do action, like you know when someone cannot control their body or they cannot control things like that. So also can be that this person is just cannot control their sexual desire, something like that I'm seeing here. However, this person is not scared of change. This card represents that this person is not scared of change. So it means change. This card also means change, as we read it there, but it's also this person is not scared of change, because in other like cards that you can see the king or the knight, whatever, wearing another shoe, but this shoe is very metal, like a metal. So this person's like running toward change and they're not scared of change. So if you said something, they kind of like, if it's a positive, that this person is taking action and they're not scared to face the consequences that you're gonna be rejecting them or something like that. They're not scared of change or changing themselves. Also if it's like we're talking about like air here, okay? So this is like there's no clouds. Like I don't know if I can show you other cards so you can see. Well, here on this deck there's nothing, but I'm just gonna channel this energy on this card so you can write it down. Also this person is not hearing or not having thoughts inside their head. It's almost like there's no air, there's no things on top. There's air, but to me like this, what I'm channeling is like this person is not like having thoughts inside their head from other people, or having thought with themselves, or having any thought. Yeah, this is reckless, but in a positive sense, this person is not taking, like if you're asking about like if this person hearing about rumors about me, and you get this card, for example, because I'm telling you all those messages and things that you can write them down in your notebook, because you can use them later on if you're asking different questions, because so you don't get confused a lot. So this person is not hearing other people's opinions, because there's no opinion there. There's nothing on air means thoughts. Yeah, there's no other people thought there. There's no other people opinion. This person is not caring about other people opinion, and this person wants you if it's positive here. And yeah, what spirit want to say something else here. I feel like this person is not, I feel like they're not, this card also represents this person is not hungry for attention, if it makes sense. I don't know, it's like because the night is running and nobody's there, so this person is like only wanting your attention. So it could be also, if it's like very positive, that this person does not do this, is not doing this action in a place of like cockiness, like I want to impress everybody, I want to impress someone that I'm doing that or taking. So if you're asking about if this person is this person buying this car, or this person getting this or buying that, or dressing up today and going out because they want to impress someone, no, because this person is not impressing anybody. This person just doing an action because they really want to do it. So if it's positive, if it makes sense. So remember to like and subscribe, people. The second card is the sun. Everybody loves the sun, yeah? The sun usually in a yes or no question always say yes, yeah, always say the positive thing. So the sun most of the time means yes, means happy ending, means things are good, and means this person wants some kind of growth with you, this person is in love with you, if it's like a romance kind of feeling. But there's also a negative things about this card also, and good things. So do not be like putting the sun and then thinking that this is the message, or having the sun with something else and thinking that. So always trust your intuition before you look at the card and channel the messages so you don't get confused. I feel like the sun is also a yes. It's happiness because there's warm and there's summer breeze. Like whenever you feel like in summer, you feel like you're happy. There's a lot of growth and kids, like you can see a white horse, flower, sun, it's summer, it's happiness, there's a kid, everybody's happy, there's a flowers, and those flowers also tend, I don't know, something about this flower is just giving me a vibe of home, like home, or growing it with a family. Like this person could just love you if you're asking about that. Also the sun, if it's like a negative or reverse kind of way, this person either cheating on you or has their happiness other ways, because they haven't some kind of growth already been established. So because this thing is not establishing in one day, so this person could have, let's say if it's reverse, could have established something from a long time. So if you're asking about third party situation, this person is cheating or something like that, and you got the sun, it means yes. But like, do you want to pull another card or something? For example, it can be a no also. You need to trust your intuition before that. So also this person established something from a long time. This is a long established thing. The sun is not something just happened like a 2 month ago. Like this is something established from a long time. So if you're asking about a relationship or something like that, if you're asking about a love, it means something deep. This person have a connection with you, but it's not just a connection. They feel like some kind of connection with you. They're in love with you. Something established already. So something is about established, completing something, and completing something in a good way. So establishing something. You're not in a bending phase, in a phase of like not knowing. This person knew. They know now that they love you. For example, if they're confused, they know now. So whatever confusion, they know now. So if about confusion, this person have a clarity. They not even having the clarity and sitting on it, they knew and accept the clarity. So accepting. So the sun also means accepting things. The sun means also sometimes someone is not willing to get out of their circle. If it's something negative, this person is not willing to change and get out of their happy zone, because you can see this person is happy inside and there's a wall. Yeah, you can look at the wall. There's a wall behind this child. So this person is not willing. It's not willing to change whatever things. This person been set and happy in whatever they're doing. They're not willing to change. They're not willing to get out of it. This person is not even have the will to get out of something because they're so deep invested in it. It's almost like you have this person is sitting in the yard. Look at the kid. If this person sitting in their yard, they're not willing to get out of the comfort zone. They just want to stay in the backyard. There's a flower, it's summer, maybe they have in a pool or something like that. This person is not willing to change. You're asking about this person mental thought or something like that, and you got a yes. This person not willing to change or something like that, or willing to change. Sometimes it means something about this person is not willing to change. So it's not about change. The sun is not about change. It's about, it could be like this person changed their opinion, but they're set on it. I'm trying to explain it. Is they changed, and now they know that they want you. They now know the truth that they just want to commit to you. They don't want anybody else. But if it's negative, that this person is not willing to change. So this is what I mean. Like, you need to understand, because a deck can mean the positive and the negative. It's like you're gonna be confused. This card means change and means also not willing to change. You'll be like, if I got the card, doesn't mean change or not willing to change, or doesn't mean that, or doesn't mean that. So you need to like get the messages before you look at the card, so you don't get confused. If you're just someone who's thought, and like if you're gonna look at the card and be confused and all your thought and everything gonna come around, just try to hear the messages first. So this person is set and they're just they have walls. I don't feel this sun means anything negative about this person, like this person realizing something negative about them. I don't feel like the sun means anything about this person realizing or gonna be realizing something soon. So if you're hoping on this person, for example, to realize something about you, or to realize that they're doing something wrong, they're not willing to realize. It's almost like this person is so far from realizing, is so far even from understanding your point of view. And what else about the sun? The sun sometimes to me means taking a long time. So if you're asking about timing, the sun means taking a long time, also can mean a short time, because soon you're gonna get your happiness. But if you got it with other cards, or your intuition telling you this is not what it is, the sun also means a long time, because as we said, a sun and this environment get established by a long time, so you can follow that off that. Also, if you're asking about a physical appearance, this person finds you very, very not mature. Could be because of the child, and also the sun gives me like a not mature vibe, or someone very bubbly. It could be in a negative side, whereas the sun is like this person, you make this person happy, but they see you as a kid. You make this person happy. For others of you, or sometimes like for others of you, I'm used to read like a lot of energies. It's like sometimes also means like this person, you make this person happy, you make them feel a lot of feelings, but it's more like happy feelings. You make them happy, or your energy is very bubbly, very happy. Or sometimes it means also negative of it is like naive, or someone who's like still need time to get out of their like, you know, like the kindergarten phase or something like that. It means that. Or sometimes it means very positive, because this person is like, because this person, like if you look at it, it's like they look at you as a kid, and like someone who needs maturing, or someone who needs to grow, or you need time, at least years to grow, or something like that, and a couple of years to grow, something like that. Or sometimes it means also that you make this person happy and they see growth with you, or growing something with you. Okay, Spirit, you want to say something more? Spirit, the sun also means pregnancy. Yeah, also this is the obvious thing. There's a lot of messages like there's a lot of things also you can read them, like the sun also for a lot of tarot readers. Like sometimes when you get a sun and you feel like it's a pregnancy, it means like a child coming on the way. It means someone, there's a happy kids coming towards you, something about happiness. Like you're gonna, it's like for me the sun is about someone getting pregnant and being happy about it also. So sometimes you get other cards like the embers, for example. It means you're gonna get pregnant, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna be happy about it. It means that you're gonna be gaining that happiness, or this child gonna make you realize a lot of things. But the sun is more like you're pregnant and you're gonna be happy about it. So it could be like you are pregnant with someone that you love, or something like that. Just follow your intuition. Very important to follow your intuition before reading the cards, so you don't confuse the people who watching you, and you don't confuse yourself. A lot of times, sometimes, like not, of course, like few tarot readers are just like a little bit fake and shit like that, or they just started doing tarot thinking that they'll learn the book, so they can't do tarot. So they be like telling you, like in one reading you'll be like, what the fuck is she telling me, or he telling me? Because they be like, the sun, it means happiness, and they literally sometimes read from the book. Like you don't want to hear that. You can do that yourself. You need someone who's like experienced with energy. You need someone who telling you that message that you want to hear. You don't want to get out of reading confused. So I'm trying to teach you how to not confuse yourself. Okay, so the third card and the last card, we got this card. Remember to like and subscribe, people. The High Priestess. A lot of people associate the High Priestess, even me, with a psychic ability. So this person could be very intuitive, very psychic. And also, yeah, let me tell you something about the sun. The sun, like, you can, like, this is very simple. I think everybody can know that, like, what zodiac sign attached to everything. Like, this can mean fire sign. And also for me, it's Sagittarius, Aries, any fire sign, Leo. But the sun always give me a Leo vibe, and most readers say a Leo, so Leo can be a sign. Also for me, it's a Virgo. It gives me a Virgo, so it could be anything for you, okay? Just look at it, look it up, and also with your feelings. If you feel like, because sometimes you associate the card a lot with some energy you get, and then you be like, oh, happiness. I feel like whatever makes me happy is that sign. Like my best friend is that sign, and then you get it. You know what I mean? Number 3, the High Priestess. The high priestess is, as I said, as a psychic or someone who's very intuitive. People always associate the high priestess with someone also very secretive or hiding a secret or a secret. So this is like the common thing that this card brings a lot of people. So I feel like this energy been set on this card very, very like highlighted. So some cards like you can see energies are very highlighted on them or something, because as I said, like those cards been like whenever people put an energy on something, you can feel it. It's almost like when you put an energy, intense energy, and everybody put an energy on it and everybody is agreeing on it, been like for a long time, then there the energy there you can read it. So you don't have to look at the book, and also spirit can tell you what it means. It's almost like you can also put your own energy. It doesn't have to be like this is not a Bible or whatever. I'm not religious, but it's not like the Quran or whatever like that. It's not, it cannot be changed. I'm not religious, but whatever you're associating with, it's like you can, this is what it is, and also you can add your own interpretation in any card. So and your own feelings, but do not go like really far, but you can add more messages. So you can actually read a whole reading from a one card actually. So as I always do, so I'm teaching you how to do that. Follow your intuition and listen to the energy. The card there is only to guide you. And I put the cards because people are like always loving to look at the cards, so I just put them, and they're fun to watch. Like the cards are really nice to use sometimes. Like you just look at them and you'll be like, you know. Anyway, the high priestess means a secret. It's like the most like highlighted thing is a secret. Someone very intuitive, because this person is looking like they're holy, or they're sitting in a holy place, and they have kind of black and white, like the yin and the yang. So it also can mean like twin flame and things like that in relationship, because they have the black and the white. This person can hear demons, they can hear spirit, or they can know the bad and the good. So this person can be very wise, a wise person. So people associate that with a psychic. People associate that with someone who's very faithful, very religious. Also sometimes in some cases, if you're asking about a person if they're religious or not, or what kind of something, also can mean very traditional. If you're asking about a person, it can be this person is very traditional, or it can be the opposite. This person is very open-minded, very spiritual, or something like that. Also that they something about nature. This high priestess give me a lot of nature vibe. Give me about someone who's looking for growth and always willing to learn. Also someone who's always like trying to do something not usual, or they're not doing the usual, or they're not doing the things that other people do. It's almost like this person looking for things very special or very unique, or they having some also a secret. This is the thing, like it's a secret. Yeah, I'm gonna explain it here in the card, but they having some kind of secret that they're hiding, but they love it. It's almost like they have the secret, they're not telling people. It's almost like this person, this is what I'm seeing like, because you can see the high priestess and she got like something behind her which is not familiar or something like that. It looked like somehow like a mattress, or what do you call it, I don't know, call it that thing. It's like it's a curtain, but there's like trees on it, and there's like this is like a chocolate thing, or trees or fruits and stuff like that. But usually, I don't know about you, but you don't see that thing like around like holy places. I don't know about the church, but here, like, you don't, like, this is like something in the house. So this person having something that they're very comfortable with, and they put it outside, or they put it with themselves, and they're happy with it, and they don't want to show anybody. So this person could be very like secretive because they hiding something. What else about the high priestess? It could be an educate. If you're asking about an education, someone is getting their degree, someone is studying, someone is college, someone is pursuing their degree right now, or something about education and study. If you're asking about like career life, this person is not willing to change their career path or something like that. If you're asking about like change or something, if you're asking about should I change, it feels like that the path that you're already in is not to change. Sometimes also means change. This is what I feel like. Follow intuition means that you need to study something else. So follow intuition, is it what I'm sitting in? Should I sit in it, or should I just leave it? Something about that. If you're asking about that. Also, the high priestess is very understanding to who's there, because you can see also this is like a moon or something like that. She's very understanding. So it could be like if you ask about this person is understanding or know everything, or they're pretending that they don't know something about you. So they could be like knowing how you feel about them, they're pretending to not know. So this person is very knowing, like if she's reading energy, she know what you feel. She know what you feel. She know whatever you're going on. The moon is the energy of like the zodiac sign or something. So she knows what's going on. She knows what's going on. She's very aware of it. That's why they highlight this card also with with like being intuitive. I'm like, I need to drink something. This person also can be pretending, because you can see this also the cards can they sometimes like Cancer, Also can mean Libra, but to me it's like means a water sign or a Cancer or a highlighted Scorpio or any water sign to me. So it can be anything, but Cancer just popping with this card a lot. Cancer or Scorpio, something like that, or any water signs. Also sometimes earth sign with it because there's a lot of earth here, so you can associate it with earth or water sign. Sometimes means any sign, but this is like the thing that you can associate it with it because of whatever it is. Like there's some earth that look kind of earthy and it look kind of watery to me. If it's like about intuition, also when we talk about intuition, we're talking about emotion, deep emotion, things like that, which means water sign. So if you're asking about a sign, I was about to say something, and yeah, this person can pretend. This is like a pretender, someone who's pretending. It means like this person is like pretending to be. They can pretend sometimes that they're bad, and they can pretend sometimes they're good. So sometimes they can show you to show you things that it's like they try. Sometimes they can manipulate you. If it's like a negative thing, they could be a narcissist or manipulating you. This person can show you negative things, or they can show you good. So sometimes they pretend or they lie, and also it can be a lie. Yeah, a secret can be a lie. So they're pretending to show you something bad, or they hiding the true feelings, or they're pretending to be someone they're not. So they can wear a mask. Something about a mask. So it's like this is the thing. Like if I wrote secret for you and then no, or you're gonna read it here, secret or whatever, you're gonna be like, secret, are they hiding secret? Secret means everything. Like it just like it can be like this, but this card, the channel messages from this card is like hiding a secret, also wearing a mask, or pretending to be something else. If you're asking about like if you're asking about something like a spirit advice, like for example, spirit are like trying to guide you to listen to your intuition. Also spirit are warning you from a person who's a narcissist around you, something like that. So just please just try to practice after this, like to just listen, as I said before, listen to the full messages today. Like if you after this lesson, try to listen to the full messages from spirit before laying down the card. Try to rely on yourself and try to have that faith in yourself that you can get the messages from spirit without getting your thought on the way or getting anything on the way, and try to get the whole message, a channel messages from spirit. But if you felt like this message is not from spirit, or you got confused or something like that, then put the card as a confirmation for your messages. Do not ask for clarification or confrontation while you put in the card. Like just ask for the message and then later on. So this will help you. Actually, I cannot stress how helpful it is. It's gonna help you to know what sound is your thought, what sound is yourself, what sound is a channel messages from a person, what is your ego, and what is karma. Sometimes karma can feel away because you can hear spirit messages, but your karma tell you that this is right because then you had a lot of life with this person. So if you're asking about a karmic person or something like that, so you can't get confused between your feelings and spirit, if it makes sense. So reading the messages like that will make you know which one is your ego, which one is a spirit, which one is a soul, and try to color them as energy inside your head when you hear the messages or see faces. Thank you. Have a lovely day or morning.